What do you make of that one? It's your best game as a pro. Like, has that sunk in yet?
Yeah, I mean, really, my first thought is eventually I want the rest of our, our performances, the rest of our games to overshadow this one. It's I want to make so that in the future it's just another one,
You got started pretty early. Was it coming in? Did you feel like you might have this kind of game tonight, or what were your thoughts coming into the game?
The truth is, we, games after games, we try to fix, mistakes. We're trying to be more assertive, on the court. I try to. It's an emphasis I put on my game too. So it's getting started early. It's just something. It's just the byproduct of trying to get in games quicker, trying to get in games stronger. So it's you don't get into games. You never know. Some days you feel great and you have bad games. Some days you feel good and you feel bad and you have great games. So it's more like a 2-minute effort.
We're less than an hour from the end of the game, and you're already saying, I want our next performances to overshadow this. Did you give yourself any minutes, maybe back there while you're getting treatment or whatever, to appreciate it and to?
So I haven't gotten my treatment yet. I was lifting, so not yet, but I will for sure. I love to celebrate the small wins and the big wins for a short amount of time. But tomorrow we're already locked in on the Lakers. So it's as you said, I'm gonna give myself a little bit of time, of course, to reflect on that.
Is there a little more incentive, going up against your fellow countrymen?
A little bit more, sorry?
Incentive, motivation, going up against your fellow countrymen?
I didn't know that word. What is it?
Motivation.
Motivation.
Incentives,
Okay.
Yeah. You want to do really well against your countrymen?
Not really. I mean, of course, when I see them on the court, they guard me. Of course, it's a little bit competition, because it's been like that since we were kids. But it's not really. No, we go into games trying to win them. We got our game plan. We got team responsibility first. That's how I feel, at least. Team responsibility first.
Victor, having watched as much NBA basketball as you did growing up, was the number 50 a magic number to you? Like, were you aware of it during the game that you were getting close to that?
Yeah, it's definitely a big milestone, and it's kind of a private club, I don't know how many players are in it, but it's certainly something I'm proud of course, right now.
Did you sneak any peeks up at the scoreboard to see what number you were on?
Yeah, of course. Just like every game, yeah.
When you came out with about 7.5 minutes to go and had the big ovation, you guys were up 20. Were you kind of hoping that was it? You wouldn't have to go back in? You guys would just run away with it?
Yeah, it's always better to win. It's always better to not scare ourselves at the end of games. But when you come in like that, it's all about keeping that lead. Not turning the ball over, not giving them quick threes, and easy fast break baskets. So it's those last minutes of games when you're up, they're a little bit weird. Yeah.
Kelvin had just mentioned that he didn't know specifically what happened to Pop until today, and everybody else. Were you the same way, and what were your thoughts when you heard it?
Of course. It was announced to us this morning. My thoughts are, of course, a bit worried about Pop, but at the same time, I know his. I haven't talked to him, but I know what mindset he's on right now. I know he's working like crazy probably and trying to come back with us as quick as possible. So I trust him. I trust the people taking care of him right now, and I hope it's only I hope he's not going to be away from us for too long.
How does the room feel about, and you personally, how do you feel about the job that Mitch has done?
I think everyone likes it. It also brings a new dynamic, and it's he's had a also different kind of impact on us sometimes. So it's we're winning games, and Mitch has our total trust from all of us.
Victor, you mentioned right after the game when you were talking to the fans that you're looking forward to the Lakers game. Is that like a game that's circled on the calendar that you've been looking forward to?
It's more about the tournament and bringing another kind of vibe. We're trying to we can't afford to go into games easily, so every bit of motivation we will take it.
Did those games actually feel different last year? Those cup games, the tournament, the in-season tournament.
Gotta say, every game felt weird at first. So the first part of the season. So from me at least. But you should ask Chris, or even KJ, who's been here for years. But for me, since it was at the start of the year, every game felt weird.
Je devais parler à Bilal, mais il m'a dit finalement qu'il était trop frustré par la défaite pour s'exprimer. Est-ce que tu as un message pour ton pote et est-ce que ça dit de son esprit aussi de compétition, quoi?
Non, c'est rien ça me surprend pas. Ça me surprend pas. C'est pour ça que j'ai une grande confiance en lui et que tout le monde on sait ce qu'il est. Mais non, j'ai pas rien à dire.
Ce soir, en théorie, c'était la French Heritage Night qui devait célébrer l'histoire de la France. Est-ce que tu me parles un petit peu justement du lien entre les Spurs et la France? Et toi, en grandissant, tu as l'impression que les Spurs avaient une place prépondérante un petit peu?
Ouais, bien sûr. C'était quoi la question, pardon?
Tu me parles un petit peu du lien entre les Spurs et la France, et est-ce que c'est une franchise à laquelle toi, tu étais attaché quand tu étais petit en grandissant?
Ouais. Ouais, il y a pas longtemps, j'ai retrouvé des photos de moi avec un maillot des Spurs encore, d'ailleurs, que j'avais jamais vu. Mais c'est bien sûr, c'est l'impact, c'est sûrement la franchise à laquelle j'ai le plus pensé en grandissant, le plus regardé aussi, parce que c'était, quand j'ai commencé à regarder le basket, ils étaient souvent en finale, donc c'est sûr que c'est spécial. D'ailleurs, il y a Boris qui est là en ce moment. C'est toujours cool de. C'est toujours cool de voir des anciens Spurs français.
Ouais, salut Victor. Un petit mot sur Bilal. Qu'est-ce que tu penses? Bon, là, on l'a moins vu ce soir, mais qu'est-ce que tu penses de son début de saison? On le voit beaucoup attaquer le cercle. Est-ce qu'il arrive à te surprendre? Voilà, comment est-ce que tu vois son début de saison?
Ouais, bien sûr. J'ai envie de dire qu'attaquer le cercle, c'est pas. Ça ne me surprend pas de la part de Bilal, mais la manière dont il shoot aussi et les responsabilités qu'il a, c'est il a commencé fort et j'ai pas de doute sur le fait qu'il va continuer. Mais Bilal, on dirait sa progression est assez rapide quand même derrière moi.
Bilal pour le titre de meilleur.
One time.
J'y ai pas pensé, mais
Victor,
pourquoi pas.
Quand tu rentres une dernière fois à la fin du match, à quoi tu penses? Est-ce que tu penses plus aux Wizards qui sont en train de revenir ou t'as quand même les 55 points de Tony un peu dans la tête?
Pas du tout, je savais pas pour les 55 points de Tony d'ailleurs. Mais non, comme je le disais avant, c'est le but quand on rentre avec si peu de temps restant et avec une avance, c'est juste de la conserver, mettre les lancers, pas perdre la balle, pas donner de panier facile, c'est tout.
With Bilal, what's it like seeing the aggression and confidence he's playing with this year? And if you think about 2 years ago where you guys were to now, what's it like for you to look back on it?
I mean, it's for me, it's beautiful to see a guy like him growing so naturally, into his role, because it feels like he's avoiding a lot of traps, a lot of mistakes that guys. I mean, guys with similar paths can go through, and he's making it look easy at times, you know. And I know he's a hard worker, so I'm not surprised, but you know, it always makes me feel good to see him, especially because he was my teammate my last year in France. But more and more seeing, you know, French guys that I've either played with or against in my life, it's always makes me feel great.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.